Right, that's it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 7 o'clock, so we're now being broadcast to the world, as well as to everybody here. So it's my great pleasure to welcome you all, either in person or online, to this evening, to our awards ceremony. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mark Briegel, and I've got the honour and the privilege to be Chair of Archery GB. The aim of this evening is to celebrate all those amazing volunteers who tirelessly give up their time and expertise to ensure that our great sport happens at so many levels across the country. Without our volunteers, we at AGB don't exist. We've got 6 strategic ambitions as an organisation, and the volunteers are central to these. We need volunteers to make them happen. Our membership structure is staffed by volunteers at clubs, counties, regions and home counties. Our workforce is volunteers. We're a diverse group of people and we want to become more diverse. We've got the men in sheds and our youth ambassadors who show the age range. We've got women's projects and we've got other underrepresented groups. And I'm delighted that these awards cover a much wider range of members than they have done before. When it comes to archer recruitment, another one of our aims, it's you, our volunteers, who beginners meet first. And without you welcoming them, encouraging them, coaching them, new members would not take up archery and certainly wouldn't continue and progress with it. Our digital first ambition has been wonderfully supported during lockdown by volunteers making webinars and training videos that have been viewed tens of thousands of times. And finally, our pathway and podium ambitions are also supported by volunteers. I never forget the selfless parents who support our junior athletes by ferrying them around the country as they learn and compete. I'm a volunteer myself, both in this role. It's only a few hours a week, they said. But also as a coach and an umpire in another sport. And I do that because I love the sport and I want to put something back. But an acknowledgement and some recognition is always nice. And we're here to thank all the volunteers, whether nominated or not, because without you, we don't exist. Personally, as a volunteer, what I really want is for the organisers to supply me with plenty of tea, schedule the odd loo break, and to remember that I have yet to master being in 2 places at once. So welcome everybody, both those of you here and those of you online. Thanks to you all, enjoy the evening, and I'll hand over to Neil.
Thanks very much, Mark. I'd like to add my welcome to that of Mark's. And for those who don't know me, you're either in the wrong room or logged onto the wrong seminar. I'd like to start with explaining the reasons why we've joined 2 sets of awards. We usually have 2 separate sets of awards, but they both have the same aims. They're both here to recognise and to say thank you. I wanted to add a third aim as well. I wanted to introduce celebration. We should celebrate. We should celebrate our volunteers, our sport, our successes. And we normally do our awards at the AGM. And it's probably a business meeting, which is the wrong kind of environment for a celebration. So I really wanted to celebrate the closing of our membership year here as we move into the 1st of October, which I think is tomorrow. The close of our membership year and the alignment of our values. Our values are really important to us. We value the people for who they are and the contribution they make to our sport. We're choosing to work and to learn together. We're striving for excellence and we're always acting with integrity. These values underpin the whole of the way that we operate as our organisation. So, moving into our new membership year is really important to us. It's been a pretty rocky year in 2020. We want to leave that behind and celebrate moving into the next membership year in 2021. If I can have the next slide. Oh, look at this, late as ever. And the next one, please. Thank you very much. I feel like Chris Whitty. So, it's important to slide this because it really illustrates the range of volunteers and the roles that those volunteers fulfil. There's so many of them, I can't read them all out, but I'm sure people online, and you'll see the slides later, for exactly what they are. But we value every single role, every single volunteer. without that, we couldn't deliver our fantastic sport. So those volunteer roles, you are really, really at the beating heart of our organisation. And now it's our time to say thank you. To say thank you to you, to say thank you to our members, and for our members to say thank you to you guys. So, we'll move forward, and we'll talk about the 2020 awards, if we may. So, due to the pandemic and the way that we held the virtual AGM in 2020, we were unable to appropriately recognise the winners of the awards last year. But I want to take some time just to read them out and for us to think about them and say thank you. So the Toxophilus Trophy was won by Canterbury Archers. The Archery GB Club Website Award was won by Stratford Archers. Should that be Stratford or Stortford Archers? Sorry, wrong glasses on. The Archery GB Region and County Website Award was won by Derbyshire. The Gussie Trophy by Victoria Kingston. The Hartwell Trophy by Steve Nicholson. And moving on to the plaquettes. Bronze plaquettes. Steve Allen, Stuart Barber, Jimmy Sando, Geoffrey Barham, Anne Jackson, Susan Draper, David and Susan Habgood, Bryn Jones, Lynn Pearson and Michael Watson. The silver plaquettes by Vicky Gallop, Craig Hobin, Mark Preston and Maggie Wolfe. And the way that we got the awards to people for last year was a little bit difficult. It was challenging, and some people got their awards late, some people got their awards early. It was a real challenge due to the pandemic, but nonetheless, we are grateful to every single one of those winners. We've changed some of the award categories for 2021 also. If we can have the next slide, please. So the 2021 award for 2021 award categories for this year, you'll see some here on the list, and it will include some additional special recognition awards for exceptional efforts. So the awards for this year: Volunteer of the Year, Young Volunteer of the Year, the Disability Archery Award, which is the Gussie Trophy, the Coach of the Year. And this is where we combine them with the On Target Award. So the On Target Community Club of the Year, On Target Young People Club of the Year, On Target Performance Club of the Year, the On Target Club of the Year, and again back to the original set of awards, the Toxophilus Trophy, and the Participation Project of the Year, and again some special recognition awards for folk and organisations that don't fit into those categories. I'd like to start with the first Special Recognition Award. This is for an archer. It's for an individual that won through the pandemic, won the Indoor World Championship and individual bronze in 2019 and individual gold in 2021. They won the European Championships in Turkey with a silver medal this year, a silver team medal for the Paris World Cup, a British record for the 50-metre round, a British record for a head-to-head match, European record for a 1440 round, world record for a 60-metre round, qualifying first place in 2 Archery World Cup stages, winning all 5 stages of the national tour, British field champion and British target champion. A phenomenal achievement in terms of archery performance. But whilst this archer was winning all these awards, they helped out and volunteered with the prep camps for Tokyo. So the archer was shooting against Phoebe, against Jess, against John, against Nathan, and also forming a mixed team together with James Mason for that mixed team partnership challenge. But the prep clearly helped, as our paras came back with 2 medals from Tokyo, a bronze and a gold medal. So I would like to make a special recognition award to Ella Gibson, a phenomenal archer. Now, Ella can't be with us this evening. I do hope she's watching online. I don't know if is she able to join us virtually? No, we can't have her join us virtually. But still, you know, I think that award, she'll get a certificate and an award presently. Fantastic effort. So the next award category is the Volunteer of the Year award, which is the Hartwell Trophy. So this is considered, for an individual considered to have given exemplary service to archery during the year in any sphere of our sport. It could be performance, administration, coaching, or the development of our sport. So, the nominations are...
Oh, do you want me to?
Oh, am I?
Hey, you're doing the nomination.
I'm doing the nomination. We did rehearse...
I'm opening the imaginary gold envelope.
Okay. Okay, the nominations are Sally Shah, Helen Sharp, and Pete Cotter.
And the Volunteer of the Year award goes to Salah Shah. He is online. Excellent. Hello. Hello. Would you like to say something?
I would, yes. Thank you very much for recognising all the hard work you did. And thank you for voting for me.
You're most welcome.
You're most welcome and well done. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I know it's not quite as seamless as the Oscars, but give us a break. Okay, now moving on to a more youthful section, the Young Volunteer of the Year. And this is for a young person under the age of 25. This award is for an individual who has demonstrated enthusiasm, commitment, and to the promotion of archery, and made a massive, strong impact through volunteering. So our Young Volunteer of the Award nominations are Sinead Byrne, Jack Sharp, and Aaron Christie.
And the winner for the Young Volunteer of the Year is Aaron Christie. Would you like to say
thank you. I really wasn't expecting this. Seeing as all of the other nominees were outstanding. But for me, volunteering is about helping others to enjoy archery, but also helping myself gain valuable skills such as confidence and like leadership, which are of course great for young people to have. Well, thank you. Yeah. I'm shocked.
That's a great young man, a great young man. So, over to Gail for the next Special Recognition Award.
Thank you. I'd like to make a real special recognition to two amazing role models. They're just so supportive, deliver archery from community to club, county, regional and national level. So Helen Sharp and Mandy Elson, if you'd like to come up, and thank you so much for everything you do. If you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you. Now, where am I talking to?
Stand back here.
Oh, Helen's disappeared. I'd just like to say to everyone that's here and everyone back home at Newark Castle Archers and also Nottingham Archery Society and East Midlands Archery Society that I've done this sport now for a few years and absolutely love it, and I love passing on the passion, and I know Helen does too, don't you? We're known as the two nutters in the group, by the way. And just want to say thank you, because we will continue, won't we, to push this forward and get more people involved. Yeah.
we positioned and broadcasting? Jolly good. Okay, well, the next award category is the Disability Archery Award, the Gussie Trophy. This goes back quite some years in history. And this is awarded to anyone who has advocated, supported, developed, competed, or represented in the area of disability archery. And the nominees are Dave Phillips, Jess Stretton, David Holland, Helen Sharp, and the Worshipful Company of Fletchers.
And the winner of the Gussie Award, the Disability Award, is the Worshipful Company of Fletchers. Wow, yeah. Well, it's nice to have somebody to present a nice trophy to you in person.
It's not quite clean yet. I just
Sorry, that's
polish.
I'm not sure that's it. And you get
Yeah, let me get it.
yeah, you probably hold that. Well,
Thank you. Is anyone smiling for that?
that's after that.
Yeah.
Good. You probably pop that in
That
there,
goes
couldn't you?
in there
And you
and
get a
there.
certificate as well. But congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much. Right, let me put that down for a second. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much. I noticed that the other nominees were all individuals, many of whom, you know, I recognise the names of, and you will recognise the names of, for all of their fantastic work. So I feel truly humbled that a gang of people who have a part-time interest in archery, but although some for quite a long time, I must tell you, has been awarded this thing, and this collection of objects. But as there's a group of us, you can imagine I'll have a lot of people to thank, because the work of the trust, the charity trust that is associated with the separate worshipful company, is made up of so many people's efforts. So I'd like to just mention a few, in fact 4, if I may. And I need a crib sheet for that. First, and I must tell you, he won't thank me for saying this. I want to thank the chairman of the trust, Chris Brown, who will be known to many of you. He has led the trust for many years to the position we are now in, and you know, what we are now would be nothing without Chris's efforts. Second, perhaps a less well-known name, but a crucial, for the recent years, a crucial worker for us, Michael Holden, until recently our almoner. He was responsible for administering all of our grants to individual archers, and also he led the development of our structured programs with Archery GB, not least for our current package, the disability strand of diversity throughout. Third, and actually let me speak to the members of the Worshipful Company of Fletchers, and at least to one of them, who I know is tuned in on the live feed this evening. So I'll say again to Chris, happy birthday, Chris. And but it's not his birthday. It's the 650th anniversary of the Worshipful Company of Fletchers. Wow. I say that slowly. I say it slowly because it'll allow you to calculate the date where we started. And we didn't start then, but it was the first piece of paper we got. And that date was 1371. What a year, eh? Great year, 1371. But the thank you is therefore to all of my fellow Fletchers, or fellow members of the Worshipful Company of Fletchers, because it's the members of that society who, in almost entirety, fund the work of the Fletchers Trust. We're very happy to accept money from anybody, but it is actually the members who fund it. So thank you, all my colleagues in the Fletchers Company. And finally, one more, I did say 4. Finally, Neil and others, thank you so much to Archery GB and all of its members whose generosity of spirit has drawn us all together here this evening. So thank you for that, and thank you for that, which I will now struggle to get to the back of the room. Thank you, Ian. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Andrew. I would actually like to remind everybody there are some brochures on your tables. Normally we would read out the biographies of the nominees, just so you understand the impact that they've had on the sport and on the organisation. Unfortunately, we haven't got time to go through all of the biographies. We would be here on with probably a 6-hour Oscar nomination celebration, and unfortunately time doesn't permit us to do that. But all the details and the justification, the reasons why these nominees are so special to our sport are in the brochures in front of you. Okay, now I would like to hand over to Lloyd Brown to talk about the Coach of the Year award. Lloyd.
Okay, it's my honor to present the Coach of the Year award. So the Coach of the Year award sets out to recognize the contribution that coaches made in enriching lives through archery. And our nominations are coming up here: Danny Cameron and Philip Watson and Ian Hughes. Now I announce the winner too, right? Mm-hmm. And the winner is Danny Cameron.
Thank you very much.
Say something nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, you can tell I didn't expect to win this because I haven't put a tie on. So, so my apologies for dressing down. But there we go. I don't really know what to say. I suppose a great big thank you to everybody who fulfills a coaching role across the sport. They're all amazing people. Lots of people have done amazing things during the lockdown period that people never thought were possible really beforehand. I guess maybe just to put a word out for people who do mentoring really in a coaching role, which hasn't been mentioned this evening, and maybe to spare the blushes of my existing mentor, I'll give a shout out to a gentleman who was my mentor through my level 1 and level 2, who sadly passed away shortly afterwards, a guy called Bill Spencer. He was a phenomenal, generous, big-hearted guy, and if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have carried on, in a sense, really. So a big shout out to him. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, the next award is a Posthumous award, and to talk about the individual, the winner of this award, I'd like to introduce our president, Richard Custance, to say a few words.
Wasn't prepared, but I will do it.
Well, you know Christine before.
Those of you that know Christine, or knew Christine, know that she not only was a great coach, she must have been, she got me to shoot, and the whole family to shoot for that matter. She had that way of teaching that you didn't know you were being taught. There was no scolding. She, other than if you were unsafe, of course, but and what she did for Nottinghamshire and East Midlands was amazing. A number of her, in the early days when she was fitter, a number of her pupils shot internationally. And I think that really says it all, because she was also active in the shop, and her and Keith, her husband, both coaches, and know more about archery than I think an awful lot of us in this room She was much missed, and we awarded the award to her last Sunday, sorry. The days that seem to have pushed together a bit just recently. Last Sunday, and there was a crowd, I should think, of 60-odd people for her memorial shoot, which was great. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would have liked a bit more with that.
So again, special recognition award for Christine Gascoigne. Okay, now on to some of the on-target awards. So the On-Target Community Club of the Year. So this is an award which is reserved for the On-Target Community Specialism Club. They've seen strong community engagement, clubs that have made significant contribution to the widening access to our sport to a wide range and diverse range of people and are active and visible in their local community. And the nominees are Wyndham Archers, the Ordco Archers, now I'll probably get this pronunciation wrong, the Creosawalt Archers, yeah, okay, the Welsh ones amongst you are giggling, aren't they? And what?
Is that it? And the On-Target Community Club of the Year is the Ordco Archers. Who wants the plaque and who wants the certificate?
This gentleman, he does all the work.
Oh, okay. There you
Not
go.
true. It's not true. Well,
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do feel free to say a few words.
Well, what can we say? I had a speech prepared, but promptly left it at home. So all I can say is thank you for those that recognise the work that we did. Thank you to our club members, without whom we couldn't have done this. And just thank you for everybody's hard work and the support that they've given us.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really
Okay, so that was the Community Club of the Year. So now on to the On-Target Young People Club of the Year. So this is for the on-target clubs that have achieved a young person's specialism, and they've created a club where young people are supported, developed and recognised for their contributions to archery. And the nominees are Ashford Archers, Wellingborough Open Archery Club, and Wallingford Castle Archers.
And the On-Target Young People Club of the Year 21 is Wallingford Castle Archers.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So thank you very much to everyone at Archery GB for this award. We are very pleased to be one of the largest junior clubs in the country. I believe we just renewed, 96 junior members this year. So I'd like to say a few, thank you. I'd like to say a few thanks, partly to my committee for backing up everything that we do, to the adult members of the club for allowing us to create the space for the kids to have fun and have their own sessions, to my team of coaches, with whom we wouldn't be able to be as big as we are. There's a limit to how many people one person can coach. To the parents who pay for everything and ferry them around and keep everything going, and most importantly to all of the kiddos who turn up every week with a smile on their face and shoot arrows and have fun and sometimes do what I ask them to do. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And I think just a word of explanation and clarity. The club has around about 50% junior members and 50% adult members. That's fantastic diversity and incredible inclusivity. So our thanks goes to you. So the next one is the On-Target Performance Club of the Year. So this is for an on-target club that have achieved a performance specialism. They've embraced a performance culture across the club to support archers, coaches and judges with, who support and develop individuals to reach their potential. And the nominees for the Performance Club of the Year are Peacock Archers, Six Towns Company of Archers, Pennine Archers.
And the on-target Performance Club of the Year is Peacock Archers.
Well done, congratulations. Really well done.
Thank you very much. There you go. I'd actually like to echo something that Danny said, is that at the heart, I think, of every good club is good coaching. And certainly at the heart of every performance club, I think, is good coaching. I think we forget that at our peril. Volunteers are really important, but I think coaching sets all good clubs apart, and I would encourage all clubs to focus on coaching first always.
Well said. And so now we move on to the On-Target Club of the Year. So this is the overall award for the club that has shown the most contribution to the development of archery and supports the ethos of On-Target programme and demonstrating good club organisation and good management. So the nominees for this award are the Ogmore Valley Archers, Wyndham Archers, Deer Park Archers.
And the on-target club of the year for 2021 is Deer Park Archers.
Wow, many thanks everyone. So many clubs achieve so much, so it really is quite a credit for Deer Park to be recognised in this way. So thank you very, very much again. Last year was tough for everybody, but our club managed to have some degree of normality with our members. We opened a new outdoor, socially distanced, floodlit shooting range, and that allowed our members to shoot throughout the winter, dark evening of last year, and have some normality through this time. So huge credit to the club for achieving that. So really just to say a thank you to our members, the numerous hard-working volunteers, the management committee and our small group of directors. It's a privilege to be part of the Deer Park family. So thank you very much for the recognition.
And now moving back to one of our more traditional awards, the Toxophilus Trophy. For any club, county or region that's shown exemplary support to the archers, clubs or counties in their area, seeking to influence, change, good practice through exceptional member engagement whilst advocating the development of archery as a whole. And the nominations are the Northern Counties Archery Society, ANCAS Coaching Group, Blandy Jenkins Archers, Deer Park Archers and Goldcrest Archers.
And this year the Toxophilus Trophy goes to Northern Counties Archery.
Congratulations and well done again.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. We could have one each.
Yeah, well, I certainly didn't expect that.
Do you want to say something? Yeah, do you want me to
No, well, yeah, I would like to say something. I am Vice Chairman of Northern Counties Archery Society, and it has been an unusual last 18 months for the majority of clubs. I think a lot of the clubs have pulled through in many ways. Our own club, Goldcrest Archers, who was nominated on it, we did struggle a lot. We lost our club in a fire through no fault of our own. So we're just one tiny little club in a massive region, and we've managed to pull through, and we're supporting our archers and working very hard to maintain that standard. So thanks very much. I'm sure Danny would like to say something.
Well, your speech is better than mine, Pete.
Okay.
But in the work we did through Northern Counties through last year, I just need to not just pay tribute to Pete's work, but also Jude Lane, and way back when we started and getting our annual conference online, I think it was April 2020, was a guy called Gary Partington, who's the Lancashire CCO, and all the CCOs across Northern Counties who've helped us activate things that, again, we just would have never thought possible previously, and so all those people deserve big thanks. As well as Lloyd sitting here, who helped us right way back at the start in terms of stepping up and helping us get our conference transferring online so we could deliver to more than 100 people right from the get-go, really, just when lockdown 1 really started. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks,
guys.
Thank
you. Thank you. Okay, now on to the participation project of the year. And as you know, participation on our sport is our lifeblood. You know, we need more members, we need more participants, we need more archers. And we've got to introduce more and more people into our great sport. So these are projects specifically aimed at promoting the benefits of archery in enhancing good health and well-being, developing archery in more diverse communities and schools and colleges, using adaptive equipment where appropriate, establishing new partnerships, and involving digital solutions to increase participation. There's a lot of categories there. So the nominations are The Hub in Sheffield, Lindo Donahue for Flame Strike Archery, the Many Shed Volunteers at Deer Park Archery, and the Northamptonshire School Project, and the Muslimah Sports Association, together with Barking Rugby Football Club.
And the winner this year of the participation project is the Muslimah Sports Association and Barking RFC.
Can you hear us in Barking?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, well done.
Can you? Congratulations on your award. Would you like to say something? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Archery for this award. Obviously, it's a bit of maybe a strange combination between the Muslim Ladies Society and rugby. But this is just another initiative that we've worked through with the local authority, with the Muslim ladies. They started playing touch rugby with us prior to COVID, and that's something we're going to initiate again. But it's just only through a taster session that I went to at the beginning of the year that I got involved, and only recently I sort of passed my instructor's award as well. So, and in helping those ladies, we can actually cement our relationship between these two organisations, local authorities or schools with local authorities. They're already reaching out to the club, so I can actually go in there and do taster sessions. So no, it's first and foremost, thank you very much, particularly the help from Gal getting to this position. So it's unexpected, and I thank the ladies at the Muslim Society and Archery GB, and hopefully onwards and upwards.
Good, thank you. What a fantastic project that is, for aiming for our inclusivity, our diversity strategy. I'm going to hand over in a moment to Mr. Aaron Coggan, who will just close the ceremony for us. But he doesn't know this, but I just want to highlight some aspects of Aaron's career. So he's been with Archery GB long, 16 years.
12.
Feels like 16.
Feels like 16.
So he's been with us an awful long time, and he's been the driving force behind our participation. He's been absolutely tireless and relentless in his efforts. He's dedicated, he's ambitious, but he's also a really nice guy. And Aaron was recently promoted to Director of Participation, and it was a very, very intense and open recruitment process. It was very robust, and Aaron came shining through. So I would like to, I congratulate Aaron on his recent promotion, and I would ask him also to say a few words and to close this ceremony. So I hand over to Mr. Aaron Coggan.
Thank you, Neil, for those kind words. I wasn't expecting that. Basically, I just wanted to say a few things to wrap the ceremony up today. And of course, we need to start by saying a few thank yous. Firstly, to my colleagues, and especially to Gail Pink, who's pulled everything together tonight. To everyone who's made it here today, as Neil said at the beginning, there are lots of challenges to overcome. First for me was obviously making sure this fitted, then was sticking something in my nose and down my throat and things like that to make sure I was clean. Thank you to those that have joined us online as well. Some of you will know the last time I wore this suit was online for the On Target Awards March 2020, which I think we all sat there hoping that in a couple of weeks' time, it would all be fine and we'd be able to go out and hand those awards. But we weren't able to do that, obviously. But it's really nice that we can bring people together tonight and celebrate what happens within archery. We know that COVID is having long-lasting impacts on all of our lives, not just within archery. And Danny and others have mentioned it tonight that we've seen some really innovative ways of how people can participate and get coached and just be active within the sport over the last 18 months. And one of the ways that volunteers have helped us as the governing body do that was write that awful COVID guidance that you've all had to read and then translate locally. And volunteers helped us do that. Mark and Philip are part of that group that helped us do that, and there are others out there that helped us do that. We wouldn't have been able to do that without volunteers helping us. And that is the same across many other projects and programmes that we do. And Mark said it right at the beginning, we wouldn't be here as a governing body if it weren't for people like you that help us do that. So it's really pleasing to stand here and celebrate everything that we've heard about tonight and celebrating the sport that we all love and the people that make it happen. As Neil said, I've been in the sport for many years, but I am continually humbled and inspired by the work that you and many other volunteers do. The determination, the service, the humour, and the sacrifice that many clubs and volunteers do daily within the sport. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to the nominees. Well done to the nominees. It's a shame that we have to choose one person or one group. We would have loved to, give everybody an award, but that we have to choose one person. Our strategy vision is enriching lives through archery, and this evening embodies and celebrates that through that statement. Whether you're a coach, a judge, a spotter, a TO, or somebody who just puts a target out, all those people are needed within our sport. And those inspiring stories we've heard about tonight, and we'll read and we'll continually read about. Are multiplied across the whole of the UK. We know that, and we wouldn't be here without you. So we encourage people to nominate for next year, so get those nominations in when the awards come out. But also through our communications team, we want to hear about about things as well. We want to showcase the sport to more and more people. It is a fantastic sport, brings a lot to everybody that takes part in it. So keep doing what you're doing and encourage more people to try archery. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we wish you well and safe travels home. Thank you.